Hello and welcome to my first episode of Pokemon Replacements, where I take many fighters from many worlds, replace them with Pokemon, and have them go head-to-head. This is my pilot episode, so I'm still working out some of the kinks, but bear with me while I send these space explorers up against one another. Whether they're in it for the discovery or in it for the money, these are two teams that should surely give each other a challenge. Due to the fact that there are only 4 members of the Metroid Prime Bounty Hunters, I have lowered the Beast Wars team to having 1 Autobot, 1 Predacon, 1 Autobot, and 1 Decepticon. Here I will be showing the Pokemon I'm replacing them with and the moves that I believe reflect their personal skills and move sets. Let's start with Beast Wars. Representing the Autobot is Optimus Primal in his ape form. He has very large hands, which is good for punching. The cannons on his back also pack quite a punch, but his accuracy is iffy. He's also rather good at shooting others out of the sky. He will use a kick in order to get opponents off of him should it be found necessary. Dinobot is representing the Maximal. Unlike most of the other Maximals who were born that way, he proved he was one even when he was turned back into a Predacon, saving human lives and those of his fellow Maximals at the very end. He has a sword, which is being represented by the bow. His eyes also send out various laser beams, which explains Hyper Beam. He also has a bit of a short temper, which, mixed with his fighting style, tends to give him a bit of an edge. Megatron has the most number of bodies of any Predacon throughout the entire series, but we're sticking with the one he's most known as, the Tyrannosaurus Rex. With his head as one arm and his tail as the other, he uses a large number of tail and biting attacks. Just because he wasn't given his dragon form won't stop me from giving him one dragon attack, his Pulse. Tail doesn't count because he had a tail in all forms. He also uses his head as a blunt weapon. For the Decepticons, he was in the series before the whole Beast Wars thing began. Ravage, one of Soundwave's lackeys. He was later formed to be a Predacon, but at the end of his days decided to spend it as a Decepticon. The only reason why Optimus Primal was an Autobot at all was because of the time he spent with his sparks shared with Optimus Prime, and it did appear that Optimus had some control over the situation. And now for the Metroid Prime Bounty Hunters from Nintendo. Leading the group is Samus Aran. Samus is widely known for her various number of cannons, bombs, and other gadgets that she does appear to constantly lose, but we've gathered them up before the fight, so don't worry about that. Rudolph. He is one heck of an ice wielder due to the fact that literally everything he does has a bit of ice in it. He doesn't throw a punch without ice, he doesn't try and shoot anything without ice, even flies around on it. Even when he died, he was impaled by one of his own ice spikes. Though you gotta admit, that's a pretty cool way to go out. Gore. He uses a giant mech suit, and it is very good at punching things. It is also the only thing powerful enough to produce an actual shield to block. Various cannons mounted on his mech suit. Gandrada is the shapeshifter of the team, but has also proven that she can fight hand-to-hand or with her own style of projectiles when need be. Alright, that's all the fighters. I'll see you on the arena.